The Rockets, their 18-game win streak came to an end last night against the number one seed in the Eastern Conference, Toronto Raptors. Steph Curry hurts his ankle again, and the Warriors lose last night without him to the Portland Trail Blazers. Baby Dame went off crazy. And Houston's up half a game right now, the Warriors. How do I think the rest of the season will play out? How do I think the rest of the season will play out? It's very fucking simple. Very fucking simple. First and foremost, Cleveland's going to walk to the finals. I don't want to hear... People ask me why I don't speak more about LeBron, why I don't speak more about the Cleveland Cavaliers. There's no drama in that. At least no real drama in that. I've said it on the record before the trade that the Cleveland Cavaliers were going to go to the finals in the Eastern Conference. Eastern Conference is bad. They have some great players who don't have help. But the Eastern Conference is bad. LeBron's going to walk to the finals. Maybe he may have a series or two that pushes him 6 games. Whoopee. So what? I don't see them ever really being challenged. Really being challenged as far as not coming out the East. Cleveland's going to the finals. That's one. Secondly, and I've said this religiously, I've been saying this for months, Golden State has a very real gauntlet. I say this again, gauntlet to go through in the Western Conference. Why? Yes, the Golden State Warriors are a super team, but they're not the only super team in the West. That's the difference between the East and the West. And I said this 100 times, and I'm going to say it again, ladies and gentlemen, you basketball heads out there, you upcoming free agents, why are you fucking with the West? Bring your ass to the Eastern Conference. Washington is a player away. Boston is a player away. Or maybe just a year away with Tatum and Brown. Bring your ass to the Eastern Conference. You got one team to worry about in the East. The West, you got Golden State to worry about. You got the super team of the Rockets to worry about. You got the super team of OKC to worry about. And quiet as kept, you have a budding super team in the making. Not this year, but come next year in the Minnesota Timberwolves. You got them to worry about. The West ain't nothing to fuck with, man. The Western Conference is not anything to fuck with. Don't let these people steer you wrong. Golden States are the favorites, but they got a gauntlet to go through, especially if somebody, i.e. Steph Curry or whoever else, who's a key part of that team, isn't healthy and is not there. Now, Golden State has benefited these last few years from playing teams in the playoffs who are missing a key guy. If Golden State is missing a key guy, they're going to have problems because they aren't the only super team. First and foremost, I've said this, OKC, to me, in my opinion, match up with them the best. And the reason why I choose OKC over Houston is for these few reasons. First of all, let me start with Houston. Houston can score very well. I like CP3, and I love James Harden. But first and foremost, when it comes down to the come down in this 7-game series, I like Steph Curry better than Chris Paul. If he's healthy, I like Steph Curry better than Chris Paul. Secondly, I like Kevin Durant better than James Harden. It's just that simple. And what I don't like about Houston in the 7-game series, I think their ISO ball against Golden State, against anybody else, against Golden State, against OKC. Against Golden State and against OKC, their ISO ball will be a problem because of the way both of those teams defend. The way both of those teams can spread out, they have length, and they have guys that can defend. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem against OKC. You send now James Harden on the wing or wherever else, and he's trying to shoot step back 3-pointers over a 6'9" Paul George. That's going to be a problem against Golden State Warriors, where he's trying to make step back threes over a nearly 7-foot Kevin Durant. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a real fucking problem come playoff time. Furthermore, I like Steph Curry over Houston, over Chris Paul in a 7 game series. I like Russell Westbrook over Chris Paul in a 7 game series. Much as I love me some Chris Paul, let me make that clear. I think those two guys are better than him. Secondly, when I look at Chris Paul and James Harden, when I look at how both have had failures in the playoffs, just last year, CP3 and the Clippers once again lost the Game 7 at home to Utah. I trust Steph Curry and I trust Russell Westbrook more. Now, as far as OKC, why I think they're going to be the toughest out for Golden State is, I mean, their physicality. They have Russell Westbrook, and they have other scorers with him, with Paul George and Melo time. But what's going to set them apart, and I've said this before, I'm saying it again, is Steven Adams. They can get physical on the inside. Steven Adams made his $100 million deal based upon the series he had against them a couple of years ago. And with all the moves they made, he's the one guy they've been able to keep. He goes in that series, he can do something to Golden State that Houston can't do. He can beat them up inside. When you watch that series, you watch back that tape, he was a man against boys. He dominated Draymond Green. And this is when he had rim protection in Andrew Bogut. He dominated Andrew Bogut. Who they got there now? Zaza Pachulia? Are you fucking serious? He's going to dominate Zaza Pachulia. There's nothing Zaza Pachulia is going to be able to do for him. Steven Adams is going to do so much that shows up in the box score, that doesn't show up in the box score. Like, that's one series. Both teams can push Golden State 6. I think OKC can push them 7. Golden State deserves to be the favorite because they're the best scoring. They deserve to be the favorite because they're the best scoring. But, however, those are two teams I think really push them as far as they could possibly lose the series. Minnesota, if they're really focused and Karl Anthony Towns raises his play to show that he's really a bona fide superstar, then they can put a scare but not win. New Orleans, no, because you have one guy and nothing else. Now if they have Boogie, we might be having a different conversation. But this is why I say guys go to the East. The West is so stacked. I mean, the West from the 4th seed to the 10th seed today, March 10th, 2018, from the 4th seed to the 10th seed, ladies and gentlemen, is 2.5 games. From the 4th seed to the 10th seed, and quiet as kept, you pay attention to the standings right now. Golden State, half a game out of the 1 seed, they're in the 2 seed. Guess who's in the 7th seed? The Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying. The Oklahoma City Thunder are in the 7th seed. And I think they might be the hardest test for the Golden State Warriors. Especially if Steph Curry, come playoff time, is not completely healthy. He's not completely healthy? Oh, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a real fucking problem. Because he's going to have to defend. See, the problem is he's going to have to defend Russell Westbrook. Now, Steph Curry is a good defender. The problem is why people go at him defensively is because he's not physically the athlete that some of these big hybrid point guards are now. He's not the athlete that Russell Westbrook is. Well, nobody is. He's not the athlete John Wall or Damian Lillard. Like he's not athletically in their stratosphere. Skill set wise, he has them. But athletically, he's nowhere close. And this is why teams, even though he's a good defender, this is why teams go at him the way they do. He's able to hold his own at times, but at times he's able to hold his own and plays great defense. But other times, it's like hit or miss. Guys are able to go off on them. And if you're able to physically beat them up on one end, it kind of affects them on this end over here. Now, it's not like before where you had to rely on Harrison Barnes, who couldn't hit the side of a fucking barn 2 years in a row in the NBA Finals. You now have Kevin Durant to rely on. But Golden State is still the favorite, but they got a real gauntlet to go through, a very real gauntlet to go through. I just think I say it again, guys need to be more super teams and try to bring these super teams to the Eastern Conference. Because the fact is, the West has been superior to the Eastern Conference since like 2000, since 1999. And the only thing that shifted balance in the NBA is when the big man, Shaquille O'Neal, was traded from the Los Angeles Lakers to the Miami Heat. Because then the Eastern Conference had not one, but two viable teams that can win the championship. The Detroit Pistons and the Miami Heat. You had two viable teams. Western Conference always has 3 to 4 teams. From the last 19 years, they've always had 3 to 4 teams that every single year can seriously say they're trying to win a championship. Eastern Conference can't really say that. Eastern Conference has, for the last, since 2011, whichever team LeBron James has been on. That's it. It's shit that kills me. I said I wasn't going to talk about LeBron, but this is shit that fucking kills me. It pisses me off to my core. All you LeBron dick suckers out there, that's what I'm saying. I'm calling you a bunch of knob-slobbing dick suckers. Y'all piss me off. He's been to the finals 7 straight years. He's the best player in the world in the Eastern Conference, and they're the only team in the Eastern Conference that has a super team. Nigga, you're supposed to go to the finals. These motherfuckers piss me off. They get me mad, B. These motherfuckers really get me mad with this shit. Seriously, I swear to God, man. These motherfuckers get me. Oh, these motherfuckers get in my vein, man. They allow all types of punk shit from this dude that you would not allow from anyone else. This dude ratted on TV, on camera. Play the video. I hope the league looks into this. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. He did that shit for the world to see. Yeah. For the whole world to see. And niggas respected that. The niggas respected it. They let that shit slide. That was okay. I can't get over that. I can't. I swear to God, I literally can't get over that. This is why I don't like talking about LeBron, because outside of the basketball court, I love this dude. I respect this man to the utmost of the utmost. Within the lines of basketball, he has done some bitch shit that I just, as a man, don't respect, man. That I, as a man, just don't respect. Outside the basketball court, you come at LeBron, I'm coming for your head, man. Laura Ingram, dumbass bitch. I'm coming for your head. Inside of basketball, shit, fair game. Fair fucking game. Because he does some clown shit, man. Fair fucking game. I hope the league looks into this. You rat bastard. I can't fucking believe you, man. And niggas said that's okay. That's my son LeBron. You fucking dick-sucking faggot. I hate you motherfuckers, man. Hate all you dick sucker. I hate you LeBron slurpers. I really do. I do, man. LeBron James has the most irritating fan base ever. They do. They have the most irritating fan base, but we're going to move forward. Now, this week, in this week's edition of Shit Can Happen. Shit can happen. Shit can happen. Shit can happen. Shit can happen.
so don't you dare laugh. Shit can't happen to him and your ass. You can't be touched, don't think you can't. Cause niggas ain't fucking around no more, man. This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. Shit can't happen to him and your ass. You can't be touched, don't think you can't. Cause niggas ain't fucking around no more, man.
Now in this next one we have Toronto Raptors DeMar DeRozan on the road against the Detroit Pistons. What I like about this one is that not only was he on the road, I mean, we're talking about the end of the game. The end of the game, oh no, he's gonna take a jump shot. Fuck out of here. That's what you thought? You thought he wanted a game-winning jump shot? Fuck you. You really thought this is the end of the game? That he won't put your ass on a poster? I guess your stupid ass thought shit couldn't happen.